New tonight, questions about the Hennepin County Attorney's decision to charge a state trooper with murder. Last summer, prosecutors charged Ryan Londregan in the deadly traffic stop of Ricky Cobb II. Londregan's legal team claims a use of force expert used in several other high-profile state cases told prosecutors early on that the shooting was justified if Londregan was trying to protect his partner. Information they say was ignored.
Paul Bloom takes a look at how this could impact the case.
Charges were appropriate without the use of an expert.
When Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty outlined her office's decision to charge State Trooper Ryan Londregan with killing Ricky Cobb II during a traffic stop, she explained that prosecutors made the call without the input of a use of force expert.
I'm just going to go with driver's side approach.
At the time, the announcement turned heads, as her office had previously stated it had picked out an expert and that their independent review was a critical part of the process to determine whether charges were in fact warranted. Well, now months later, in this 52-page defense filing, Trooper Londregan's legal team believes they have figured out why that expert was not ultimately used. That is because they believe the expert, Jeffrey Noble, a leading national voice in the field who consulted with local prosecutors in the police killings of George Floyd and Philando Castile, had opined that Londregan may be justified in shooting Cobb if Londregan perceived his fellow trooper was in harm's way. In body and squad camera footage released publicly in the aftermath, it appears the second trooper is inside Cobb's car trying to pull him out while the vehicle begins to accelerate away from the I-94 traffic stop. In their filings, the defense appears to quote directly from early emails between Noble and prosecutors, including Moriarty. Now, Londregan's attorneys are demanding all of the communications between the parties as they try to defend Londregan in court. Meantime, Moriarty's team responded in a written statement that they reject the accusation wholesale, writing it as simply false that Noble came to any final legal conclusions, explaining that early meetings with him were only preliminary discussions, and that Noble did not have the full record of what occurred at the time, including Londregan's extensive training history on properly handling challenging traffic stops with a potential fleeing driver.
I really do think that this case, this expert opinion that the prosecution has, is pretty damning.
We asked Mitchell Hamlin Emeritus Law Professor Joseph Daly, who is a national arbitrator in police misconduct cases, about defense claims here that the use of force expert could see the shooting as justified.
It seems to me that based on the evidence now that exists as a matter of law, you cannot get a conviction on this case. So I might even consider dismissing the case if I were the judge.
And this case really turned political with these filings. This group of House Republican lawmakers calling a Capitol News conference Monday afternoon to demand the immediate resignation of the Hennepin County attorney for how she came to her charging decision. Meantime, attorneys in the case are set to return to a Hennepin County courtroom in about 10 days, where the arguments will continue there. Reporting in the newsroom, Paul Bloom, Fox 9.